So this candle is the same as, if I just bring these next to each other, so if we just take a look at this candle here, so this candle is the same as this candle, right? There we go. What was going on in this candle specifically, right? This is what's so interesting. This candle is the same as this candle. So yes, it's a bullish candle, right? Yes, we can all see it's a bullish candle. You don't need to have, 10 years of experience to know that this is a bullish candle, right? Notice how we've swept the 50-minute low, right? We've swept the 50-minute low. Even here, we've basically almost swept the 50-minute low. What was going on in this candle over here, right? Or what do you need to know about this candle, right? What in this candle gives you confirmation, right, to go long? So considering we have our key level over here, what we saw was a massive amount of red delta. Right, so I've been over this in previous videos, so I'm going to do it a little bit quicker this time. We see a massive amount of red delta, and so that red delta is represented over here. So for those who don't understand what red delta is, I'm going to break this down and make it very, very simple. Right, so what we understand with basically the way candles form is that we have the bid over here and we have the ask, which is over here. We have the bid, we have the ask. So in this case, when we have red delta, what's going on here is that the bid is actually a lot greater than the ask. And so what this represents is that there are more aggressive sellers than buyers. Right, there are more aggressive sellers than buyers, right? And this is represented simply with the red delta. So notice how we didn't even close below the zone. We kind of broke above the zone, and on second occasions over here, we barely broke below the zone here and also here. And we can see that on 2 occasions, right? So here and here, it represents the same sort of thing. So what was going on here? So this was now 9:47, and this was now 9:59. So it's about call it a 12-minute slug, right? So all that was happening here is that there were more aggressive sellers, but no reward. So what do I mean by no reward? Because I had a question about this in the comments, right? No reward. So think about it logically, right? I want you to look at the markets logically. If you're buying and selling, you want to be looking at the buyers and sellers, right? Super logical. And so when you look at this image over here, let's just bring this a little bit here. So if you look at here and here, what we can see is a lot of aggressive sellers, right? A lot of aggressive sellers here, a lot of aggressive sellers here. And we see that simply from the red delta. Right, if it was blue delta, so if it was like this, in this particular candle, there were more aggressive buyers. But we are interested in the bottom of the zone because this is where the rejection actually happened, right? So look at what was going on here and here. Let's just make this a little bit